हेलो एवरीवन, माय नेम इज करण मशरू। वेलकम टू दिस वीडियो। एंड इस वीडियो में एक और रिकर्शन का क्वेश्चन डिस्कस करने वाले हैं, दैट इज काउंट द नंबर ऑफ डिजिट्स इन अ नंबर यूजिंग रिकर्शन। सो बेसिकली अगर इस क्वेश्चन को समझे, सो फॉर एग्जांपल अगर आपको n इनपुट में दिया है 3 4 5 6, तो इसमें नंबर ऑफ डिजिट्स कितने हैं? 4। सो योर आंसर वुड बी 4। और यहाँ पे n जो है वो आपको ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल टू 1 है एंड इट इज ऑल्सो एन इंटीजर। तो आपको n में नंबर ऑफ डिजिट्स बताने हैं यूजिंग रिकर्शन। ओके, नाउ यूजिंग इटरेशन, आइट्रेटिवली हम कैसे कर सकते हैं? सो वी कैन कीप डिवाइडिंग दिस नंबर बाई 10 until it becomes 0, and the number of times you can divide this number by 10 would be the number of digits in it, because n की जो वैल्यू है 3 4 5 6, when you divide it by 10 it will become n equals to 3 4 5. so एक digit last का कम हो गया, so for that I can say answer plus plus, right, which will be for 6, right? So initially I can say answer equals to 0. Now n equals to 34, it will become 34 when you will divide it by 10, and since you are able to divide it by 10, you do answer plus plus, it means there was at least one digit. Now again you can divide it by 10, so you can say answer plus plus, and this will become n equals to 3. You can again divide this by 10, this will become answer plus plus, and n will become 0. Obviously you can also divide 0 by 10, but what do I mean that you can divide it by 10? It means the value is still greater than 0, right? So how many times you were able to do answer plus plus? 4 times. So number of digits in 3 4 5 6 is 4. How can you code it iteratively? You can say answer equals to 0, and while n is greater than 0, answer plus plus, and n is equals to n by 10, and finally you can print the value of answer. Okay, now that was iterative approach. How can you do it recursively? So recursively what I need to do is I need to if I can let's say if I can make some relation between a number and its recursive call, then that would work, right? So can I say number of digits in n is equals to 1 plus number of digits in n by 10? Please remember, this is f of n, where f of n will return the number of digits in n. Okay, it is not n equal to 1 plus n by 10, don't get confused. F of n equal to 1 plus f of n by 10, where f of n will return the number of digits in n, right? So I can say f of 3 4 5 6 is equal to 1 plus f of 3 4 5. Similarly, I can say f of 3 4 5 is equal to 1 plus f of 3 4, right? And we can do this until this becomes f of 0. That can be the base case, right? So what I can do is, if I have to return type will be int, right? So from the main function, if I say answer is equals to count, so let's say count d is the function, right? And if I pass 3 4 5 6, so in answer I should get 4, right? So obviously this function return type would be int, so I will say int count d, it will take integer as an input, and I can say number of digits in n will be equal to number of digits in n by 10 plus 1. So I can say int result is equals to 1 plus count of number of digits in n by 10, and here I can return result, right? What will be the base case? If n is equals to 0, in that case you return 0. So this is nothing but your recursive function, right? So if I draw the recursion tree, so f of, so instead of count d I am writing f. Okay, so from the main function I will call f of 3 4 5 6. F of 3 4 5 6 will call f of 3 4 5. F of 3 4 5 will call f of 3 4. F of 3 4 will call f of 3. F of 3 will call f of 0. F of 0 is the base case, it will return 0. F of 3 will do 1 plus 0. Why 1 plus? Because here we are doing r is equal to 1 plus count of digits n by 10. So if f of 0 returns 0, f of 3 will do 1 plus 0 and return 1. It should return 1 because in 3 there are 1 digits. Now f of 3, 4 will get 1 from f of 3. It will do plus 1 and return 2. Obviously because 3, 4 has 2 number of digits. 3, 4, 5 will get 2 from f of 3, 4. It will do plus 1 for this 5 and return 3. So f of 3, 4, 5 will return 3, which is true. F of 3, 4, 5, 6 will get 3. So basically it would be like this. F of 3, 4, 5, 6 is equals to 1 plus f of 3, 4, 5. Now this returned 3. So 1 plus 3, it will return back 4. Right? It will do plus 1 for this 6, which and it will return 4 back to the main function, which is the correct answer. Okay, so this would be your function. Now you can do a little bit of optimization in this. So instead of storing this value 1 plus count d of n by 10 in a variable r and then returning r, instead of these two statements, you can directly write return 1 plus count d of n by 10. So it will recursively call count d of n by 10, and once it will get a particular value here, let's say x, it will do x plus 1 and return x plus 1. Okay, so that's the recursive function. Okay, how will the call stack look like? So first of all, it will have a main function. After that, there would be this function f with value 3, 4, 5, 6 of n. Then there would be a function f with value 3, 4, 5. Then there would be a function f with value 3, 4. Then there would be a function f with value 3. Then there would be a function f with value 0. Now this is the base case, so it will start winding back. Okay. So now let's try to code it. So I'll make here a new file and I would say count digits.cpp. So here I would say include iostream using namespace std int main, and I would say int n, and n I would take from the user, and I would say int answer is equals to count the number of digits of n and then print answer. Okay, and now I'll write this count d function. So int count d int n. Base case is if n is 0, return 0, otherwise return 1 plus count the number of digits in n by 10. Okay, now let's compile this. So I would say clang plus plus count the number of digits minus o count digits dot out. Okay, it's compiled. Let's run it. So count digits dot out, let's run it. So it's expecting a value of a number from me. So let's say I give 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now the number of digits in this is 6. So it returns me 6. Okay. So I hope you have understood everything in this video. Thank you.